Welcome back to Ash of God's Redemption. I'm going to try and get this video done before I melt. I'm currently in a heat wave at the moment, and of course because I live in England I have no air conditioning, so I am melting. I have a fan, but obviously that's too noisy to have on while recording, so I have to turn it off and just melt in this heat. Okay, anyway, we are playing Ash of God's Redemption. We just played with a new character who was extremely strong, but I feel like if we're going to... I forgot exactly what his name was now. Title of the last video. If you play with him again, I don't think he's going to be that strong, because he weakens at the end or so. I don't know. But anyway, we're going back to Hopper here and one of the other groups, I think. This is now chapter 3, I think. It's been a few days since I last played. So you'd hurried like never before, leaving ravines and mountain passes behind, taking narrow pathways now buried by snow. Yet still you didn't make it to Albius before the spring equinox. The towers of the city are already visible, and you can hear the ringing of the bell and the roaring of the man's river. What could this backwater Oderland town have done to incur the god's wrath? Why Albius? There are dozens of other towns that look exactly like it. There is some secret motive. Or is there some secret motive? You are filled with an overwhelming sense of foreboding. The stench of death fills your nostrils. Everything is just as Anna predicted, except for one seemingly impossible truth that, at the moment, only you know. A mortal has indeed resisted a reaper, both here in Albius and in the faraway Frisian city of Rodan. I think that's where we are. Okay, so I think now, yes, if I'm reading this right, Hopper, wasn't he one of the one of the people right from the beginning who was supposed to sacrifice himself to prevent the reaping like hundreds of years ago, and he failed. He survived when he should have died. Yeah, so we haven't actually... Have we played this guy right at the beginning, I think? Well, this is interesting. We'll go back to him. You reach the town walls. The bell peals incessantly. Black smoke swirls overhead, and the stench of burning flesh fills your nostrils. Could it be plague? Why are the guards at the gate wearing Durrani uniforms? Is this still the Oderland kingdom? A vagabond, damn it. Why is it never a damsel? Hey, daydreamer, snap out of it. Do you have paperwork? Alright, let's see. Looking through your papers. Nice to meet you, Baron rudely. You call me Mushroom. I'm the commander here. And you? Oh my, you're a healer and a baron. A scribe too. What brings her grace all the way to Albius? Nothing, until you let me into the city. I'm no baron either. Call me Hopper. You sound like a Drannan commander. What are these running guards doing in an olden town? Guarding, of course. There's already trouble on the western borders. Is that where you came from? I came down from the mountains. I've been to the Vale of Mercy, but took to the mountain passes to make it here before the snow melted. I didn't even have time to visit Opacium. I believe that. There's a Buchanan garrison in Opacium. Again, I have no idea if I'm pronouncing any of these words right. Count Vichy is in command. He wouldn't have let a healer leave his side. As for local news, the reaping has begun. Well, nearly. That makes no sense. Has the reaping begun or not? Can you tell me what's going on? Why do I smell burning human flesh? Does it stink? Really? I don't smell a thing. Gotten used to it, I suppose. Gotten used to it? What took getting used to? Should I turn tail and run? Is there anywhere to hide? Anyhow, a monster appeared. It sealed the gate and used its, what do you call it, magickery or sorcering. The folks in town started beating each other to a pulp. It wore off, just like too much drink does. That's when we came to the rescue. Nobles fear the plagues who are burning the corpses. Almost everyone in town has ulcers on their necks, but the temple servants are applying some kind of ointment to relieve the pain. It seems as though the reaping has begun, but with slower momentum. It was interesting that it wore off. We've not come across that before. Stumbled, you say? Taking its very first step. I've examined various manuscripts, but none of them mention anything like this. So is this the reaping or not? What else could it be? I can't be sure, but I trust my gut. The Reaper, the Plague, the signs, it all fits. Oh my, you've seen a Reaper. Every ancient manuscript I've seen says that everyone collapses in the presence of a Reaper. Manuscripts. What do I care of your manuscripts? When the Reaper came, the townsfolk fell flat on their faces. Some passed out, but this one merchant was sharper than the others. He saw something. Do you think our detachment coming here was a coincidence? I admire your effort, Mushroom. You say you're a talker, but really haven't said too much. You've been listening intently this whole time, but I've nothing to hide. I am what I am, a scribe, a book lover, and a healer, a jack of all trades, really. Do you replace the bell ringer often? If you don't like the tune, it doesn't bother me, I've gotten used to it. Or are you after the job? I'd consider it if the pay's decent, but I don't like the noise. Hasn't the bell ringer gone deaf yet? The locals say that if not for the ringing bell, there'd have been many more corpses by now. Looks like the ringing brought some of the crazies to their senses. Not instantly, but the sound broke through whatever was clouding their minds. As for the bell ringer, not my responsibility. Is it ringing by itself then? Well, never mind. No use trying to fill in other shoes. That's enough chit-chat for now. I agree, I don't have all day. You're not a beautiful lass, so we're done chit-chatting. Welcome to Albius. Well, why summon the guards? Did I offend you? Not with defences as good as mine. The thing is, I have orders. If I was to see a scribe at the gate, I am to send them to Cardinal Corazon. Why? Well, that's none of my business. Did you say Corazon? I used to know a man by that name. Yes. If you're the Cardinal's good friend, you might have better luck than our prince. Those who don't get along. You see, my men will escort you. Goodbye for now.
The town looks glum in the aftermath of the tragic events. The reaping has indeed begun. You barely have enough time to look around as the guards briskly lead you to the town square.
You arrive at the town hall with an escort of guards. One of them, a tall, hulking man, stays behind as the others leave. He sizes you up and then points to the entrance of a nearby shop. He obviously wants you to go there. The ear-splitting peals of the bell make you wonder how the Cardinal stands it. As you take in the town hall, the guard takes stock of your horse. My name's Ake, he says. If Mushroom got it right, you're Hopper Rowley, a peculiar man, a book lover, healer, and a baron. Let's talk to him. You face the giant warrior, smiling, a friendlier smile. Why does your horse wait for you by the tent like a dog? Is it trained or something? Does it bark on command too? No bark, all bite. Keep that in mind. Be careful with this beast. Like I need that horse of yours. It's too scrawny. My feet would scrape the damn ground if the horse didn't buckle under me first. Look after it, eh? And you shall see that I pay my debts. I haven't lent you a thing, and I'm not gonna. Your horse ain't going anywhere, and neither are you. You're not leaving town until you've spoken to the Cardinal. He and the Prince argued about that, actually. Intrigue's glum because the temple seized the right to inspect all scribes and mages coming to town. So, got the gateway. There's a faint trace of battle magic in the back alleyways. Who could have left it? The Prince's tent stands in the town square. You can pay homage to His Highness. The bell continues to toll. The chimesman is quite persistent. A small shop. Can't avoid meeting the Cardinal. You just hope it doesn't take a turn for the worse. Well, that's where we're supposed to go first, right? So let's go there. Speaking to himself. The Cardinal, it appears, has usurped Sherland's shop, or Rath's shop, to use his most recent name, though this Cardinal takes anything he desires, and that bell absolutely ear-splitting. So here you are, Blance, and here I was thinking not a single fly would come to this pile of dung. So they do know each other. We have 2 flies now, including you, and once again, you're a Cardinal, Corazon. Corazon. So you're a vagabond again. They told me you now call yourself Hopper. I like Blance better. I've always been amazed by your passion for changing names. Only Amma stayed Amma. Your coming here is no coincidence, is it? What else did she predict? So we could lie to him, say we haven't seen her. Or nothing really, only the onset of the reaping. Yeah, let's go for that. Nothing really, only the onset of the reaping. Does that mean she hasn't lost her clairvoyance? As you can see, that's how it is. The reaping also started in Frisia, not just here. That's not your doing, is it, Coronzone? Of course not. You don't think that we sided with the Umbra, do you? Well, all Umbra. Amma is, and so was Rask. He got away from what I heard. Who came to Albius? So yeah, so that's kind of confirmed. We knew there was something up with Rask. But he is Umbra. Okay. Are you saying you don't know, Blance? I'm surprised. You should have seen the one responsible for all this. Something hides these events from my sight, but I did catch a glimpse. It seems there are two mortals, one here, one on the north. They resisted the Reapers, an unprecedented feat. The one on the north, if I'm not mistaken, has even managed to excarnate him. That can't be true. Are you certain? Surely it was only disembodiment. You couldn't have killed him. You'd also feel it if a number were killed. Disembodiment only. Reapers already attacked him twice, not in full force, for some reason. I couldn't tell exactly, but he's lost his body again. Damn it. This is a grave danger for us all. Surprisingly, you've arrived just in time, Lance. I can count on you. What is it that you can't do yourself that I can? Answer my questions. There's something odd about this reaping. It's waning. You think I'm hanging around here for fun? It's because of all this ringing, like it's suppressing the reaping. For whatever reason, I don't think it's anything to cheer about. If it can hinder the reaping, it could spell trouble for us too. So that's what's been bothering you. Truly, there is some magic to all this, and we need to get to the bottom of it. Maybe I'm no match for you or Ananel, but I don't believe for a moment that you're surprised. The first legions of Frisia are closing in on Berkana. Geminans wreak havoc near the Ashen Wasteland. Gales have been sighted in the Vandal Forest. The moment we show any weakness, the Palians are going to be at our throats. We're all ready for war and the reaping, but not for this sorcery. So, just on a side note, one of the criticisms I did read about this game is there's a lot of lore, a lot of like names of people and places and things that are just thrown at you with no real explanation. You don't know anything about this, and it's a little bit overwhelming to a certain extent. On the other hand, the soundtrack for this is amazing. Okay. Shouldn't we be helping each other? Spare me your chuckling. If only we'd turned Frisia into a graveyard when we had the chance, we could have avoided all of this. Naturally, once we're standing in the middle of a graveyard called Berkana. These people are like cockroaches. Leave 10 alive, soon there'll be 1,000. At least they're much more efficient at getting rid of themselves than a reaping could ever be. Will you offer help in return? Saving someone again? I'd rather you ask me to kill someone for a change. That's much easier. There are enough murderers at large as it is, although you're one of them. Still, doesn't the thought of saving someone please you, even a little? I'm afraid our notions of pleasure don't match. But I hear you. I hope you will allow me to weigh a decision about any requests we make with my own scales. If so, then we have a deal. Enough dawdling. Tell me what you need. It's not that simple. A merchant named Padagang supposedly saw a woman of profound beauty before the reaping began, but no one else did. Then he saw the retired captain of the Alban Guard, Thorn Brennan, with his daughter. They were talking to a reaper. Why should I care about the merchant's visions? Although Captain Thorn did pique my curiosity, looks like he's the man I need. Why would a reaper converse with mortals? I wonder. I don't know. Thorn's wife died first. He took his daughter and a couple of soldiers, and they scurried away. However, one of these soldiers turned out to be Prince Tree's son, and that numbskull of a prince convinced himself that his son could only be saved by the scribe who stops the ringing of the town hall bell. Is the young prince in need of rescue? A Thorn is sentenced to death. A reaper left his mark on the town gate, and Aldir Shannon broke it down when he escaped. The Albius guardsmen were clearly a bit traumatized. Then Thorn goes and hacks them all to pieces. Treek's worried about his son, and he wants blood. Okay, not for the prince, but I would like to find Thorn and talk with him, though I don't care for his possible execution either. And Prince Treek will not take me seriously as a scribe anymore, so I can't promise I'll be any help. Is Thorn aware there is a prince in his squad of soldiers? Should I care? I don't give a damn about the prince. One of Thorn's companions is his bodyguard, some lad called Sop. His head will be removed from his shoulders the moment any harm comes to the prince, and he knows it. He'll go to great lengths to prevent that. Thorn is much more inquisitive. Who was the one who died from that group? I don't remember. So it's been a while since I played this last. But one of the group did die. Hope it wasn't the prince. So the sub captain piqued your interest as well. You'd think he'd fall at your feet if you appeared before him as a reaper. Well, who knows. Where could Thorn be headed? Thorn will race from men here to men here until he realises the reaping has corrupted them all. He's already visited the first nearby one, even tangled with some Enzers there. I don't know where he's headed. The next men here can be found on the outskirts of Ursus. Enzers are dangerous foes. Thorn's able to go toe to toe with them. He didn't earn the rank of captain for nothing. Let's hope he still lives. Being accompanied by such a commander will keep the prince much safer too. You still have not explained to me what it is that you need. I want you to stop that incessant bell. It's not just Albius that's been affected by this magic. The bell tolls all through Berkana now, all by themselves. Not a chimesman in sight. All because of this one here. The Reaper didn't appear anywhere else but here. Why should I care, Corazon? I'm not unravelling someone else's enchantment. I need this body, and I've got enough problems as it is. I'll do without your help. Maybe you should get to the top of the Town Hall Tower by yourself. I couldn't unweave this mysterious spell. Among the Umbra, you have the highest affinity for magic. Give me some advice at least. Several people have already perished in that cursed Town Hall. The bell's magic saps the mortal's will and forces them to climb ever upwards. But we're different. Very well, Corazon, but I'll only take a look. The moment I sense any danger, I'm turning around and getting out of there. Okay, well, let's go do that then. Let's go to the bell. On your way to the town hall, you're joined by Corazon. You examine the staircase and can see that it is indeed enchanted. Luckily, the spell doesn't affect Umbra. As you try to make sense of the intricate spellcraft, Corazon creeps up from behind and shoves you forward. You rush up the stairs against your will. This sorcery is affecting you, even though it shouldn't. You must turn back, but you can't. Your feet heed you not. Ah, betrayed! Oh, okay. On the upper platform of the bell tower, you find the soldiers got too close to the enchanted stairs. Their eyes are vacant. You draw your sword. The guards might not attack you of their own free will, but that is no reason to get yourself killed. Alright then. Okay, we haven't really got much choice in positioning, so let's move them over this way. Make these guys have to walk an extra square to get me? I don't know. Right, so what have we... I don't know if we've actually fought with this guy before, I don't remember. So, quick strike deals 16 damage, increases energy by 12, seems decent. Circular hit, uses 5 energy, deals 32 damage to all surrounding units. Okay, so we kind of want to just wade into the thing here. Well, let's go... let's just walk up here. Do you want to do... I'm going to do his health. Okay, so now we should have like the advantage because the way the combat works in this is it's like our turn, their turn, our turn, their turn. So even though they're outnumbering us, I get to go twice as up, or well, I get to go every single time. So I'll just do. I could do this to. How much does it do? 32 damage. That'll take him out, and it will severely weaken him. This does 16 damage. He's already gone. Okay, let's do this. It has a 2-turn cooldown. Or does it do 5 energy? Why is it taking down my health? Should only take 5 energy, but somehow, unless one of these guys has got a counter-attack ability. Okay, tell you what, I'm going to do energy then. So that takes down a lot of his energy. Yes, counterattack. Okay, and that actually went to my energy then. But he's got no energy left for like more moves. Oh, he's knocked me back. That isn't really what I wanted, but that's fine. Okay, so what have we got health-wise? 14 health there, 34 health. This does 16. So if I attack this guy, do his energy, that will almost kill him. We'll try it. He does have that counter-attack though. Okay, so these guys, hopefully they're not going to be able to reach me, and I can just deal with these. So this is now... So I could kill them both using this. We'll do it. Love the animation. It's so good. Okay. So they're going to start acting a little bit more frequently because they've got less of them. Okay, quick strike. We can reach either of these two guys. So what does it do? 16 damage. I could take out... I'm going to do this guy. I'm going to go for his energy. So just to remind you, if you deplete all that energy, any damage that rolls over goes over to the health, but it does double damage to the health. So I quite often don't ever see any reason to go for health. Obviously, he's got like no. So okay, so look, if I do this, it'll do -6 damage to his health. Or if I do his energy, that's -21. But either way, he's going to die. So we won't use the big skill. We'll just take him down. Okay, we are getting a little bit low down on health. Oh, this guy's got a bow. That could be a problem, couldn't it? I could run up there and get him. You know what? I think I will. I'm going to go here and I'm going to attack his energy. So energy kind of governs like special, more powerful moves. So if you take away their energy, they can't. All they can do is very basic moves, like that. So now we're going to go here and we'll deal damage to his energy. Does double damage, and he's down. We've only got 22 health though. That's kind of worrying. Oh, he didn't reach me. Deals 32 damage. 16. No, I can't. No, I have to. No, I can't do that. If I do this to his energy, yeah, there we go. That'll take him down. Because it does more damage than health. There we go. The bell keeps tolling. The rope swings on its own. Under the spell's effect, simply grabbing it should break the enchantment, and you'll be free to leave. But it's a trick. Touching the rope triggers a curse. Trusting Corazon was a mistake, and you're about to suffer the consequences. Oh no. You must have the courage to grab the rope. Losing your footing as the bell tower crumbles. Everything goes black, all but a message burned into your mind. Follow the guiding one. Collect the 7 parts of the wisdom. Read and be saved. Oh, okay, well. You wake up to someone slapping you in the face, then holding you upright. You struggle to open your eyes. The first thing you see is your blackened, frozen hand, which has absorbed the full power of the curse. One look back is enough to confirm your suspicions. Town Hall's bell tower has indeed been destroyed. Oh, damn you, Corazon. The curse is spreading, but oh, his stats are lowered. Damn. You scoundrel, I dragged you from the rubble. What do I get in return? Have you lost your tongue, or have you no gratitude? Town Hall Tower is no more. You brought it all down, somehow. The store's still in one piece, though, and the tolling has stopped. That kind of magic is out of my league, Horizon. I can only tell you that it definitely kept something horrifying at bay. It still does. But now with my help, see my hand? This unknown sorcerer must have had both hands blackened. Or could it be sorceress? No matter. A being capable of such magic can assume any form. The spell hasn't broken, and that's no ordinary curse on your hand. The bell must have been a decoy then. But I don't understand the enchantment's purpose. How should I know? If not for the bell tolling, the people of Albius might have slaughtered each other. Damnation, it's your fault I got caught in this enchantment, along with God knows who else. What if this blackness spreads to my heart? Hasn't happened yet. Enough of the weeping. A pompous nobleman has headed your way. You met my request, so I owe you one. However, if you want to ensure my goodwill, I suggest you find Thorn and bring him to a payson. I want to have a look at him. Oh, here comes Prince Trieg. The dream has come true. The hag was right. The scribe came to town and stopped the bells ringing. Well, Hopperoli, I invite you to serve the German crown from now on. You shall find my son Ho and Thorn Brennan, the captain who led him away. Save the boy and bring the captain to trial. Giving Corazon an irritated look, our dear Cardinal decided to take charge of all scribes who enter the town, so I let him give you all the important details and tell you what needs to be done, or what happens to those who disobey my orders. Excuse my insolence, Your Highness, I only wish to understand. First I hear about a girl of profound beauty, now there's talk of some hag. And what of this dream? Does it pertain to your orders? I dreamt of a terrifying hag who foretold your arrival. She tried to soothe me, said you'd help. Don't grind your teeth, Corazon. Respect the Drenian crown. You demand respect for the crown, yet you show none for the temple. All these dreams and prophecies are pure heresy. Oh, and forget about Thorn. He's not your subject. It's not up to you to bring him to justice. It might surprise you, monk, but I'm perfectly capable of making decisions without your precious guidance. Is it too much to say that annoying temple advisors belong on a rack? The temple is above any crown. An overgrown stalk can always be trimmed, Corazon, even one growing in the temple. If anything happens to Ho, Thorn's head will roll, and if you object, you'll lose yours too. Oh, really? Maybe you'll cobble a scaffold together yourself, and find an executioner too. Do you even have a herald? What would he cry about? How Odala shows no respect for the crown of Joanna? I'm no executioner, but I could pass for a herald. The ruins of the bell tower make me afraid the scaffold won't survive me either. It's a deal then, Your Highness. You showed kindness in my time of need. Now it's time I return that favour. Glad to hear that. The gods are on the Cardinal's side today. Let's leave it at that. Bow to the scribe, Corazon. You soothed my anger, but don't you dare talk back to the Crown Prince. As for you, scribe, you should greet your future companions. Oh, okay, we can move this around, but yeah, there's nothing else to do, so... Okay, so you'll get acquainted with your new companions before leaving Albius. Let's do that. Out of the blue, I entered the royal service and found myself some good travel companions. Looking at a man you haven't met yet. You're a new face to me. You've probably already had the lecture on our goals and reasons, but I'd still like a proper introduction. My name is Hopperoli. I'm a scribe. I'm Stein, of the Albius Guard. The Drenians picked me up by the watchtower and pestered me with questions all the way here. Now they sent me to accompany you. I'm not thrilled, but it's better than arguing with Prince Trieg. You look as if you don't approve, Stein. Look, I know Thorn Brennan, and I'm certain he wouldn't kill without good reason. If anything, he tried to save the prince. I'll follow orders and find him, but in my opinion, the man is innocent. You're indeed a man of duty, following orders you disapprove of. For the time being, all you have to do is point Thorn out to me when we catch up to him. Everybody's got their own responsibilities. One of the captains thought differently, but Thorn Brennan is another story. It's a father's duty to protect his children, and protect them he will. Had it not been for this accursed reaping, Thorn might have just replaced Trouble as burgomaster. Many noble souls have ascended the scaffold, but very few have returned. Must you always escort me, Ake? Laugh all you want. I'm keeping my eye on you. I'm quite capable of handling a dozen girls all by myself, but taking down the town hall is another thing. And don't you dare hex me, or I'll beat the living daylights out of you. I have no sorcerer, Ake. The town hall was already falling apart, and I just sneezed a little too hard, but thanks for the warning. You sneezed so hard the Cardinal himself waded through the rubble to get you out. That's some achievement right there. Chance rules the world, Ake. That and strong fellows like yourself, if you're lucky. Good. It's time to go. We'll get to know each other on the way. Don't get frightened if anything else crumbles like the town hall. Not so fast, scribe. His Highness has provided you with these travel documents. As a representative of the King of Drana himself, you should now receive any assistance you might need. Wouldn't mind having papers like that myself. How curious. The Prince showers us with gifts for a job that isn't half done. Well, if that's all you have to say, let us be on our way. Let's talk in private for a moment. We've got a long road ahead, and I need to tell you something. They say the Cardinal blessed you, so you're not just some filthy sorcerer, right? So you won't make fun of me? Tall as you are, you're forced to look up at the giant. You wait for him to say something. Thing is, whatever hag appeared to our prince in his dream, I saw a pretty girl, the one that Padagang thought he'd glimpsed. Only I'd never mentioned her to anybody. Why didn't you? Did you pity the girl, or was it something else? And how do you know it was the same girl? There are many pretty women in Bakana, more than anywhere else in the world if you ask me. They make your blood race, not curdle. I nearly shat my britches when she came to my tent, the way she stared at me, and then, when she vanished into thin air, I decided it'd be best to keep silent, for appearance sake. Why did you bring her up then? So she came to cause me with you. Tell your new companion to look for signs, she said. If he values his life, you should watch and listen closely. The signs, she said, should be found in burnt-out coals, ruins, or a place where there's no water, or some such nonsense. Nonsense or not, thank you for telling me. I'll rack my brain for a way to save the prince and solve these riddles. Let's go. Your ruler can't wait to see us leave. You leaped your saddle with plenty to think about. Clearly Corazon received no message. It was addressed to you. Follow the guiding one. Collect the 7 parts of wisdom. Read and be saved. God knows where these parts of wisdom might be. This guiding one is also a mystery. It seems there's a long road ahead. No time for leisurely travelling to the far ends of Timinium. The Reaping, the Prince, Thorn and his daughter, all of them are bound together. One can only pray there will be no need to sever this tie. Alright then. So current goal. Prince Treek's assignment and the curse that caught you off guard forced you to follow Thornbrenner into the nearest men here. So we know that he went up to the Dyford Menhir. That's where he went. I'm not too sure where he went from then on. I don't remember. Maybe even left it there. I don't know. So we could go Colburn's track to the Watchtower. Take this way. Wasn't there something? Oh, I'm trying to remember. Back when we were playing as Thorn, starting from Albius, I think actually we tried to go this way first, and this way was blocked. We couldn't go. So, okay. So we could go to the Watchtower. That does seem like a longer way round. Let's go to the Colburn's track. The track that connects Albius and the Watchtower, recently built near the abandoned Colburners village. The coal burning business was moved, but the name stuck. You did say about looking for signs and burnt out coals, but maybe there might not be any there if the coal burning business was moved. But let's go this way. Stein squints and smiles. There's the Albus Watchtower. I was on duty there when the reaping began. It wasn't until a couple of days later that Drenians came to fetch me and told me about the events in town. I never thought I'd return so soon. You look at the tower and notice a rider silhouetted against it. By his stature, he's an Ents. This is their time, after all. Looks like the abominations are keeping watch now, you say with a smirk. According to ancient manuscripts, masked warriors always appear during the reaping. The giant reaches for his weapon. An abomination, you say? That's no good. Let's trash the enemy, boys. And you, Bookliver, stay by the tower. Don't stick your neck out. While the Ents tries to escape, you ride slowly towards the tower. As soon as you dismount near the gate, you notice a small band of Enses skirting the tower from the other side. Unlike the scouts, they're horseless. They must have sent him out and then left him and didn't return. They haven't noticed you yet. So we could attack them or let them leave. I say maybe we attack them. I don't know. What's the benefit of attacking them? other than just killing off abominations. Maybe we should just let them leave. No, I'm going to attack him. Let's do it. You don't like the idea of smoking the incense out of the tower, and you don't want to risk having to replace your horse. Once the incense get further away from the tower, you slink after them. The abominations don't notice you until you reach the edge of the wood. When they do, they turn around and attack you in silence. Also, I just want to have a bit more combat. Okay, so we do have a level up here, I think. This is the law, right? Yeah, so we're not too bothered about that. How do we... What are these things? I don't know what those... Oh, this... Okay, skill points. This is what we want. Okay, 1 skill point. So, I can... What can we do? I can unlock the Mental Blast, which... what does it do? Reduces energy by 10 to a random energy unit. Okay. Not amazing. Quick Strike. We could improve Quick Strike. Deals 14 damage. Increase your energy by 11. Plus 2 to energy, 10% attack. Plus 2 to energy. Increase your energy. Okay, it doesn't seem amazing. Circular hit. -1 to the energy cost of the ability. That could be quite good. Or Sharp Blade. What's Sharp Blade? I haven't used that one yet. Every circular hit. Plus 2 to damage. Deals 28 damage to, all surrounding units. So it does extra damage. That seems pretty good. Let's go with that one. Or do I want to unlock the Mental Blast? Reduces energy by 10. Uses 6 energy to myself though. That's a bit. No, let's do extra damage. Yep, we'll do it. Okay, and I think. Okay, that's it. Let's go. Positioning. Again, you know what? Let's go up this way, making these guys have to walk further to get me. Right, so we can do this guy. We'll hit here. And if we go for his energy, it's very difficult to know what to go for energy. I'm going for energy. I am severely outnumbered here. Oh, okay. So do I have any cards I can use? Well, maybe I do not. Okay. If I attack him, I could almost take him out. 1 health left. Okay. Interesting. So I could kill this one. I could. Tempted to move here and then do a quick strike on him, doing the same thing, attacking the energy. So that should stop them from doing their most powerful moves. That's always used all his energy to reach me. Oh, 16, that's kind of harsh. But what I could do now is do the circular hit. Oh, if only he was moved in closer. But I'm going to do that, and yeah, that'll kill both of them. Nice. I love the way they just drop to their knees. Oh man, look how much. Okay, well I can kill him though. Oh, that's a lot of damage here. Okay, we're going to go for his energy. Should stop him from doing any kind of big attacks. Is this guy going to reach me? Oh, it's got the range. Oh my god. Okay, you know what I need to do? I need to move here. And now do this circular hit So they're NGs, and I'll kill them both. Masterful. That was fun. That was good. After the skirmish, you return to the tower and clean yourself up with a simple spell. No need to reveal your talents just yet. 8 comes back looking smart, indicating the Ent Scout is as good as dead. You nod to the giant and mount your horse. It's time to continue the journey. Okay, well, we shall continue the journey in the next video. Thank you for watching today. Hope you've enjoyed that one. We have a choice here. We can go to the Miller's Track or the dry riverbed. Oh yeah, we're talking about the without water, places to look where there's no water. So maybe the dry riverbed would be a good place to go to. I'll probably forget that by the time I record the next episode. But anyway, that's what we'll be doing next time out. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time out. Goodbye.